Hey guys, it's Faith and Faith Gaming here. I hope you're well. Guys, good news. SFO came out yesterday. Whoop, whoop. Been waiting for that since the new Vampire Coast came out. I've barely played the campaign because I don't like playing vanilla so much, and just been waiting with kind of bated breath for this mod to come out. Just big shout out to all the guys from to get involved with this mod. I kind of obviously specifically see a lot to do with Venerous, but I think there's people in the background, and obviously big thanks to them and Venerous himself. This mod is absolutely brilliant. It literally makes this game something really different, and I really enjoy it. I do swear his name sometimes when I get absolutely wiped though, because the mod is I find it a little bit more difficult to play, which is great. So we'll kick off. We're going Crooked Moon. Let's play. I noticed there's only a couple of these online, kind of. They're all about a year ago, and none of them are in SFO, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. The start is really hard, and it goes either way sometimes. Sometimes I do really well, and sometimes I get absolutely wiped, so we'll see which one that is today. Karak Eight are a real nightmare. They come across very strong very quickly. Not what you want really at all. I'll kick it off. I've just added 3 spear units to Skarsnik. These guys got wiped first turn. Nice. I wonder who's in charge over there then. I never really make my way for Karak Eight Peaks too early. I like to get a bit of a center kind of going here first with kind of defensible area here. I've obviously never played with the Barra Legion either. Being in a starting location here, which I know from experience that goblins do not they don't do particularly well against the undead, because it's a real struggle. You can't just smash and break them with like rear charges and stuff like that from squigs. You generally got to duke it out with them for quite a while, and a lot of the units carry kind of fear and terror, which early game, especially Crooked Moon, do not deal with very well at all. So it'd be interesting to see what they're like. This is an SFO system, kind of capacity system they call it. Basically certain units, like it says here, like Phoenix Guard, kind of steam tanks and stuff like that. For Crooked Moon, it's Night Goblin Fanatics. You can only have so many of them, so I click recommended just because somebody's obviously probably more experience or anything like that in the game. So he's decided that you should only be allowed a certain number of those units to keep the game fair. So I'm gonna stick with that. I'm going to keep that for now until that one is done. But what I do want is this building, the Scarcip's Goblin Watchtower, actually gives you unlocks recruitment of the Night Goblins with swords and Night Goblin archers. So if I stock up on another set of some more spears, I can actually take some. I can actually build some more Night Goblin Fanatics with swords next turn. So I'll do that. I'll end this again. The first couple of turns as goblins are, they're not the best, to be honest. So it's a little bit slow waiting for kind of you don't want to go out with a full stack, because that means you've got to try and come back, and you don't. Sometimes getting back in here isn't an option with Karak Eight, who will be kind of in the vicinity, and they can catch you in the underground and do some real they catch you in an underground battle, you've pretty much lost, because you go toe to toe with the dwarves like in an area you can't get behind them and stuff. It's a real difficult fight, even with the spider and everything like that. You will just lose that fight. So I never tried to get too attached to this place, because sometimes you just will not hold it.
Spit your words in.
Oh, nice. They're declaring war on us. That's wonderful. I don't know why they do that sometimes, but just try and avoid them. They generally won't come and try and seek you out, which is one good thing. This is Empire and Kislev. So basically, if you click the Rumors Are True, the United they stand, they can no longer go to war against each other. If you click the Rumors Are False, then yeah, it stays the same way as it is in vanilla. And to be honest, I prefer it like that. So I swear I heard somebody do a
Valiant Lord.
So I'd really like to go and take Montfort in a fight, and hopefully get Paravon to come down to move across and try and take that from us. So let's see what we can do there. Move him to there. We'll go to war with Montfort. We will let's see if Paravon will come and try and take that from us. I'm looking for a Night Goblin War Boss. They're very, very cheap. The upkeep is very low. And I'm looking for one that's mushroom addicted, like this, but on a Night Goblin Lord, because it keeps everything cheap. Unfortunately, there isn't one there now, so I'm not going to start a new army. I don't carry orcs at all in this when I play Crooked Moon. When I take Karak 8 Peaks, I might have 1 or 2 sets of green skins, so to speak, but like full actual kind of orc and goblin armies. But until then, just as Skarsnik, I keep it as just as him. So let's keep going. I don't want to spend too much money here because, like I said, I don't always keep it for too long. You don't always manage to hold on to that. If Karak Norn come up and just start, they normally just run around the corner with a full stack, and it's very, very difficult to hold them back or fight them. So you'll find while you're kind of tussling around with them, somebody else will get involved with you, the Empire or whatever. So I like to just get out of there, to be honest. Bretonnia are a really easy fight this early in the game. Yeah, they got good cav, but what they don't have is their infantry is pretty lacking. They're very easy to just kind of dominate and smash the settlements. A lot of the settlements don't really have these settlements, even when they're upgraded, they don't have walls or anything, so they're still quite easy pickings. Let's go to war with Bastille. We'll take Montfort from them. Yeah, we like having beastmen running around. This basically, you can turn beastmen on and off, but I do like having them roaming around. It kind of feels real. Take that. So we'll take Scavenger, which gives you an extra 3% from the post-battle income, and we will take the giant wolf mount to give him a bit of mobility.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Let's go to war with Montfort. Hello.
Killing time.
Take the fight to them. We'll fight this. Just watch some. Ooh, put that on the Squig Riders. That is a Skarsnik's Bad Moon Banner, which gives them 5 melee attack, 5 melee defense, causes fear, and it makes them unbreakable, which is really, really handy. And anything you can up the Squig Rider stats with is a plus. Later game, when you start to go down Skarsnik's kind of army upgrades, I'll show you when he levels up at the end of this fight. They turn into real dangerous cavalry, as to kind of even wolf riders turn into kind of quite tasty cavalry to have to deal with. We'll sort this fight out real quickly. 1, 3, 6 over here. Skarsnik there, you there, you two there, and we're off. Let's catch him in the woods, get our spiders straight in there, get these squigs around here. Get Slidemizer in there just to literally throw him straight into something. Keep them out of the range for a sec. Spread everyone out a bit. These guys are pretty much no use whatsoever up there, but not the end of the world. Just sling him in there. They're not going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to do a thing. We'll pop that. I think it gives them movement speed and charge bonus. Get those squigs in the back. Get the spider in there as well. Skarsnik in there. Get these guys across. Gonna put these on lock just to get them in there, and then take them back off lock because I really don't like lock. So squigs in the back. Yeah, they're gonna hit some spears as well, but it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna do the same with these guys, and then take them back off lock. Okay, well that didn't work. That was very strange. I don't know why they didn't go in there. No idea. Squigs, everything's in retreat. Rocking a hard place. Giant spider in front of you. A lot of squigs behind you. Yeah, that's the end of that fight. For this to run relatively nicely, in fact, Crooked Moon, there's a lot of models on the map at once, and this is a half an army. So later on, when there are even more models, I had to crank down my graphics settings just a little bit, just for kind of anyone watching. So in the bigger battles, you're not just watching me have a meltdown with bloody a million or 4,000 kind of zombies, goblins running around the screen. So just crank down just little things like shadows and kind of terrain, and just turn those down a little bit. Some of the kind of finer texture details, like around the outside of the models and stuff that just is not really essential, but doesn't look the best without it. So we're going to raise that. I'll show you very quickly what I'm on about. So I take that with Skarsnik, and I also take this, look, 2 in there. So that gives me an extra 9 melee attack to any goblin or night goblin units. That includes wolf riders, squig riders, wolf archers, spears, absolutely everything across the board, which in itself, you think about that, is a crazy upgrade to those guys. And it also gives them a charge bonus. So you're probably thinking that on its own isn't really that crazy. I think they've got 24, so that gives them 9 plus another 12. So yeah, 30 something melee attack for little goblins when they've got 220 units in or models in a group. Yeah, that's just not amazing, you're thinking. But when you add the better Night Sneaker to that, which is the same buff again for all goblin and night goblin units, that's 24 melee attack on top of what they've got, and then 20, 25, 45% charge bonus. So 15 is what they have at the moment. My maths is not going to let me work that out on the spot. So yeah, but this buff is normally just for kind of Empire Knights or kind of Vargeist, or like Empire Spears and Empire Swords, or Dwarf Warriors, and then this is for Hammers or something like that. So imagine that applied to the same unit twice. It's kind of, I think it's unique to any of the factions that they get that both. And this is why I always try and take Night Goblin Warlords, not, or Big Boss or War Bosses, not the Goblin Shaman as a Lord, because it's still, the Shaman only gets this one, and not the better Night Sneaker. So he only gets the buff once. And later game, your little goblins turn into absolute shock troops. Yeah, and you can hold your own really well. So we've sacked that. Like I said, I don't really want to spend too much more money up there. Let's see what comes from that. Let's see whether this Paravon army comes across to populate, or whether Karak Ziflin does. Now, I know it's a bit sneaky, maybe abusing the AI mechanics a little bit, because we aren't at war with either of these. But if you're going to play a goblin, if you're going to play as goblins, you've got to think like a goblin. The initial start of this is for goblins is really difficult as well. So underhand tactics. Anyway, you're playing as goblins. Who cares about underhand tactics? Just get stuck in. Let's see who. I imagine Karak Norn are going to land under kind of subterranean. Jesus, no thanks. Subterranean next to Karak Asgaraz in a sec. So that might be. We might just let that fall, to be honest, if this goes as planned. Anyway. Oh, no, they're not there yet. Have we gone past Paravon? I think we have. So does that mean nobody did anything? No, here we are. So Bastone didn't do anything. Paravon, come on down. So they've taken that, which has left their lovely city of Paravon pretty unprotected. What was that? Karak Norn. Well, we're not going to do that because the dwarves are But they're just bad people. So yeah, we're not going to wander down there and get a spanking off a load of dwarves trying to get through their get over their walls. This is a pain. If we don't get one come up soon, we're going to have to compromise and take like a. That's pretty wasted mechanic on Night Goblins because a lot of Night Goblin units have poison attacks anyway. So to actually, pretty sure. Yeah, healer. They all get it eventually, so there's really no point in taking one with just that. So what I might do is just in the hope to be able to get a couple more units built quickly. I'll take one of them for now. Just get him full of units.
Honor before glory.
What does the garrison look like? Yeah, not ideal. We'll definitely need a couple more units to take that. So what we'll do is we will fight these guys. We'll go to war with Paravon, catch him out in there. Sorry, Paravon, sneaky bastard. He's probably thinking. Excuse my language. Fight these guys because why not? I like killing Bretonians. We will take Montfort this time and we'll hold it so we can. We will be able to build. It'll take Paravon quite a long time to rebuild any sort of army in that slot. So we'll take these guys. The only ones here are going to be a nightmare, these mounted yeomen, just because they will not stand and fight. I'm not sure whether these Squig Riders can catch them, but I know the wolves can, but of course we don't have any wolves, so I'll probably just, yeah. I imagine they'll just rout when everything else gets fudged up, so similar as last time. Rolling dirty, straight up there, get these guys up here. Maybe not let Slidermiser go flying in so much. Mounted Yeomen are going to try and... Are they going to make a run for our Squig Riders? Yeah, they won't take them, so we'll use that map wide. Alright, if they want to fight, let's have a fight. Charge bonus on, throw Slidermiser in. Yeah, he's going to take a little bit of damage, but all they're going to do then is get a rear charge from Squig Hoppers, which is probably going to see them in bits, to be honest. Full attack! Let's get up here. I might throw them in that way just to make sure they go. Yeah, then they got pole arms. Yeah, throw them into some peasants there. Throw them into support, and then just get stuck in. So we saw them off. That was nice. Flank around here. So send those up that way. Keep these guys coming through here. Bring them around, and then that way with those guys. Just throw everything in. Those mounted yeomen are a pain in the arse. And then just turn them around and surround them. Throw Slidermiser in there. Take those archers. Oh, the cavalry are back. They will get chewed up. And that is the end of those guys. And yeah, when the match ends, they will flee. So, oh, bit of a scuffle going on here. Let's get these two guys in here. Take them off fire because try and catch these mounted yeomen out, shall we? So what's the speed? They're 73 now, but I know the mounted yeomen are more than that. 90 look. But the wolf riders catch them, so and he's gone. And once we can send these mounted yeomen on the run as well, we will have taken the field. Easy, easy, easy. Easy, easy, easy. I think if we put them in flight for so long, their morale will drop. Why did they stop? That's very strange. Not him. Send Sly. Oh, there's a bit of a regroup going on. That is... I know we didn't manage to smash them around. These guys, will, if they keep running, they'll slowly die, so... I think that's the end. Ta-da! Little bit naughty, pulling them out like that and letting them colonize, but if... yeah, if you're stupid enough to walk up and colonize a settlement that's just been sacked by goblins, and then let half your army colonize, then you're gonna die. And you don't deserve to be in the game, so unlucky. Now what we need to do is build our forces up a little bit more and take the fight to Paravon and hope that the Wood Elves that have gone to war with us don't take it upon themselves to come and spank us. Done. Let's occupy that. We'll probably struggle to hold this later on, but
Supreme ruler of 8 Peaks.
for now it'll do. I might take this route marcher because being able to move a little bit further is super handy. Weapon strength for... Sorry, I clicked through that very quickly. So weapon strength for savages, for all melee infantry goes up to 12%. These guys have already got kind of 28, which isn't bad at all. Make this guy a bit of a beast. So they're recruiting. I don't think we can recruit anything. We can recruit from global, which might be an idea, to be honest. Because we're not going to move anywhere for 2 turns at least. I'm reluctant to upgrade that because I feel like we will just lose it. We are going to have to deal with this unpleasant climate, which is it's not ideal at all. But I'm not going to worry about it. I've done this in the past, obviously where I haven't filmed, but where I've literally owned the whole of Bretonia as night goblins, and I find that the unpleasant climate is kind of helpful sometimes because it gives you the minus obedience and stuff. It all kind of adds up a little bit. I thought it was more than -1, to be honest. I will definitely take that non-aggression pack because the undead early on in the game was Crooked Moon they're not good. Even later game, they're not good. There's too much terror. They're too hard to deal with. So our next step is to take the city of Paravon. Some walls give me a lot of comfort. So if I've got some walls to hide behind in Paravon, I can get a massive garrison in there, and I can always fall back to Paravon when I need to. And with that in mind, I can literally just start raiding, pillaging my way through Bretonia, and taking everything, taking the smaller settlements, sacking, raising the smaller settlements, and picking out the Bretonian cities when I can, when the armies have come out to meet me. So I thought this would happen. Karak have now turned up with a bit of a chunky chicken army.
Prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquest spreads far and wide.
Like, I don't want to. I don't want to fight that. I'm not gonna. So I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think we can hold that. Even with this thing's tasty garrison, I'm not sure. But I tell you what, I'm not going to do is retreat out of this straight away. What I would have done normally, or what I was thinking, the thought process was hit force march and get him to there, and then the second force march he'll literally make it to Montfort.
All right.
I'm a bit worried that if I don't do that now, this guy will jump from here, subterranean again, to here, and I won't be able to get out, and I won't be able to use my underway because he'll catch me doing that as well. But then part of me's thinking is whether he's going to want to... So what is that?
Do you take me for a word?
Whether he's going to have enough, I can't see the rest of the army, but I imagine there's another 3 of those, another 3 dwarf warriors, 3 quarrelers, a grudge thrower.
Who needs killing?
Decisions, because I could definitely get him out
Stabs.
and get him to there, but I could probably keep him there, recruit a few more troops,
Bossing them night goblins.
and hold Karak because he's not going to want to siege that. What should I do?
Gobbo war boss.
I could definitely use that guy in the fight down here.
Who needs stabbing?
Decisions. That
Here.
army probably won't be enough to take Paravon on its own,
I'm
so
well nasty. What?
decisions. Once I hit the walls, yeah, they're not going to be able to hold me back at all, so
I'm the best. Heading out.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to hold here. I'm going to try and hold myself here.
No, I will not shame my plan.
How do these guys stand up against walls?
War boss.
Yeah, let's hold here. Let's see what we can do. Worst case scenario, if it does look like he's going to. I took 3 there. I normally would have maybe taken some archers, although I don't really like carrying archers as goblins because I don't like having to kind of defend them. I like to just be fully fluid, kind of mobile army. But there's quite a lot of those there already, and swordsmen are what we'll need. So yeah, I'm not going to upgrade anything because I don't think we'll hold that. But let's see what he does at the end of this turn. I'd probably go and try and lay siege to Paravon maybe next go. But although maybe not. If he rides out, we might have difficulty actually. If they sally out to fight us, we might actually have some difficulty taking Paravon. So maybe starting to think I should have started to move that around. Decisions. Tough. Because I can only get 2 at a time there, can't I? But I would just sit it out. We won't rush for Paravon. They haven't even built another. There isn't even a lord there with an army of any form at the moment, so there's no real rush. And I noticed Castle Bastogne isn't as well garrisoned as Paravon either. But granted, there will be an army there. Yeah, he's done exactly what I thought. Look. Interesting. I think we'll sit it out. Maybe when you add another 3 Night Goblin, another 3 sets of Night Goblins to that army, as well as the full garrison. So I've got any mobile, which has got Wolf Riders, got Force Riders, loads of archers.
What is zogging it do you want?
I'm not sure he's going to have the knackers to try and take that from me, to be honest. So
I got plans.
I have 13, 14. So the cavalry, as far as I'm concerned, they're pretty useless in there. So
Schemes. I got schemes.
I'm not really going to worry about them too much. It's just manpower to get in those walls. So let's try and take another. We've got loads of money, so not worried about that at all. Night Goblin archers they're not terrible even in holding their own in kind of combat. With similar stats as.
Right then, let's do it.
I don't really want archers, so
Rotter's ready.
let's take another 2 of those. We'll leave this guy here.
War boss, innit?
Maybe give him 2 spears. I'm reluctant to spend too much money on him just in case he gets attacked now. Do that again. If these guys disappear, we'll go and take Paravon. We'll shuffle these guys, subterranean these guys down. And then we'll head for Paravon. But if he doesn't, if he stands and fights, we'll fight the battle, try and do as much damage to them as possible. But I'm not sure. It'll be pretty close, I think. Barra Legion and Bastone going to war. That's what we like to see. I'm intrigued as to what he'll do now. This is a rank 1 general as well. He's rank 1 as well, so it's just kind of multiplayer. But I think we'll outnumber him, but we won't. Oh, he's coming in. Oh, he's gone for the siege though, so how strange. Didn't want to take it straight away. Maybe if I sally out, he might run. I'm wondering if there's a way I can get. Oh no! Now they've got a group in there.
Who's the boss?
Well, that is a lot of goblins, right? But that is a lot of dwarves as well. But that many sets of dwarven warriors is going to be a nightmare to try and fight. I wonder what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know. Well, whichever way you look at it, I say we just fight it because we need that. We really, really need to free up that army to come down to help us take Paravon. So he's rank 1. I'm rank 1. All right, he's one grudge thrower that we can get to pretty easily with 2 sets of wolves. A lot of archers. They're not going to do a lot of damage, but let's go. Maybe fight on 2 fronts. A dead pixel on my laptop screen. No. One thing that could screw us is I didn't look where our reinforcements. To be fair, it's a garrison, so we should all start together, shouldn't we? I'm talking rubbish. Nice. Pretty open field as well. That's good. Just stick these guys back here for now. I'm gonna keep them as 1 because I want to use the garrison troops in the main front line assault because they're gonna get. I don't imagine there'll be a hell of a lot of a garrison left at the end of this fight, to be honest. So we want to try and be able to fall in behind them and get stuck into them. So, let's go. I imagine it's gonna get a little bit laggy. Battle realism on as well, so I can only see as far as this. I think they might come to us, to be honest. So. Do want to try and keep these pretty close to each other because morale is going to be a real issue here. We need to kind of get sorted quickly because the grudge thrower is going to be on us before we even know it. Let's just sort out some teams. Try and keep all my archers. All my mobile cavalry one-sided, so you can kind of use them to smash one flank, try and get that to crumble. That's a lot of archers, right? 3, make them 4 actually. Oh, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. The name of the game is keep your war boss alive because if he's alive, you can have him the morale should hold a lot longer. Try and get so we'll move up with 4, the normal goblins, closely followed by 2, and then these guys 3 will be kind of falling on the sides. Goblins will stay in skirmish mode, so anyone that tries to push through. Yeah, so now look, we need to make a move. That's a really, really poor placement for his. We're going to split these guys up because. So Get these guys moving up, get these guys moving up. 4 is moving up, which is the normal goblins, and then 2 moving up until they're in range. Probably about here, I reckon. Wow, those goblins are getting pasted. Let's get them. Let's get them around there. What are these? Dwarf warriors, dwarf warriors. Move around there. You move around there as well. Missed the charge bonus, but it's... No, there isn't any, which is good. Yeah, a big fight in the middle, support here, and then falling on the backs here. Keep going here. Get those guys into the back of here. Move these guys up a line or two. Some more wolves. Come on, wolves. Might send these back there just because otherwise we're going to end up rear charged. Yeah, we've lost a couple of dollars already. Let's get the archers firing. Got the grudge thrower taken out, which is good. Try and get into those guys there. There's going to be a lot of retreating, falling back, fleeing by goblins here. I'm a little dubious as to how we'll actually do in this fight, to be honest. It's going to be a really tough fight as soon as that grudge thrower goes. The archers might be our saving grace, to be honest. Getting some good damage, I can see. Yeah, we do not want to stand and fight with dwarf warriors. Bring these guys back as well. The night goblins holding their own better than the initial. That's not the end of the world. So keep the archers pounding. Hit them in the back. Sweep round here. Hope that grudge thrower stays out. Pushing through here, but I'm going to leave my things on skirmish and they will not catch them. Got some retreaters from the dwarf side as well, which is good. Let's try and get into a fight there because my archer's firing is pretty essential. Oh, he's seeking out my lord. Without the buffs, the goblins are really sucky. The goblin wolf riders are really bad without their buffs. Try and keep this guy on the run around, so to speak. Yeah, they're not very good against those archers, but we are peppering. We're peppering away. Keep shooting. Try and get these guys in the middle here. Get some of these guys back. Yeah, the spider's out again because dwarf warriors can't. Oh, run away, run away, run away. They're not doing terribly. Let's try and smash these guys. They look like they're having a bit of a hard time. Getting some kills here. This line's starting to falter though. What? No, 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 you stay in there. Right, so that's that set of dwarves gone there. Dwarves gone there. Chase them off. Let's keep hitting. Try and keep hitting things that we can just make route. Where are my wolves? Ah! They want to be in there against dwarf warriors. These guys don't really have much of a charge bonus, so they're kind of pointless swinging them in and out. Right, so that's all the ammo gone from some of my archers. Try and get these guys back in there. No, 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 because there's still dwarf warriors in there. Switch around. Try and flatten one of these groups here. Maybe get into these warriors here. No, 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 no. Round. As you guys run out of ammo, just get them in. Get them into combat. 2 sets of spears, bring them back up here. Well, not sure, it's going to be close. And get some of their archers pinned down maybe. Oh, we've got a bit of a rout going on this side. I can't really get a good target with these wolf riders. Is that set of dwarf warriors just rolling around there? Just flatten, get rid of those. Keep. No, not those guys. Keep it in those. Get out before those dwarf warriors get in. Try and get a charge into them. Maybe support the wolf riders a bit. There's a hell of a clump here. We're doing alright. It's going to be close, I think. I'm not sure. They're in combat. Some archers there. Hit these dwarf warriors that are shaking. Any more regroupers? Set of spears here. Get them up. Some more returners here. Still just need to keep this war boss alive and out of trouble and alive. Some returners. Oh, we need to get you guys out. That's a micro error on my part. Ah, they're going to retreat. Shh. Take them off. Get them into those guys. Oh, it's close. Some returners. Oh no! I've missed micro my boss. Damn it! And he can't get out because of the mass as well. Now that's the end. They'll literally rout. You'll just see lots of my shit fall to bits now, I'd imagine. If he doesn't die, I might be alright. No, he's fully routed. Idiot. Their boss, their guy's got like almost full HP as well. Oh, he's back. Try and get a regroup going on here maybe, but I think it's too little too late. Without any like utility units like trolls or anything, you're literally just spit rolling spears. Can't even take down. And without their initial upgrades, like the army upgrades I showed you, they do not hold their own in. They do not hold their own in combat with dwarves at all. This is why I'm very quick normally to just abandon Karak Eight Peaks, because it's just it's pointless. You can't hold it, especially with SFO, unless I just literally tried to build loads of nasty skulkers. If we can keep this guy alive, I shouldn't have thrown him in there, because once he's in, look, he cannot get out from dwarves. His mass is just all wrong. All that regrouped. If only I hadn't thrown him in there, then we probably would have had a better chance. A lot of regroupers. He did alright, I suppose, but without the upgrades that they get, the unit upgrades, the melee attack, it's difficult. That's why fighting dwarves earlier on is just the least. They're the least kind of out of everyone you want to be fighting. I'll check the score, but like I bet you some of those dwarves got like 235 kills. It's nothing. You just spit rolling basically infantry versus tanks. There's not a lot you can do, but yeah, we kind of factored in that we might lose that, so I'm not too worried about it. It's a shame. I'm gutted I didn't take that Lord out now when I had the chance, because, yeah, recruiting's difficult. Well, we don't have Paravon or anything like that. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to maybe go and see what Castle Bastone's up to, because Paravon's going to be too strong. They've got a couple more units in the garrison than
Great and powerful war boss.
so he sallied out. So
Skarsnik.
head up there, see if we can salvage
I'm
that.
the best.
Salvage that situation.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 Peaks.
He can't recruit.
Schemes. I got schemes.
What's that?
Ready for
Oh,
battle.
Banks me to bash some heads together. We did some good damage though. He's gonna get a little bit of replenishment, but he's
Trixie.
pretty spent. Let's end that turn. I think he'll probably flee out of that fight, to be honest. I hope Paravon haven't got the forces to go and take that in that with that general that just moved in. I doubt it. See what Karak Eight do. Confederation, Britonia. Ooh. They lifted the siege. Are they going to run? Oh, they're going to encamp. I wonder if they're just outside the reinforcement thing. They probably are, yeah. I wonder if I can take them there. Well, I'm going to have to try, because they're going to be a pain otherwise. Ooh, Bastogne leaving their castle. Just wonder if Temler and his lot might go out to meet them, because they're at war with them as well. Raiding. There's nothing to raid, mate. Magic.
Night Combo war boss.
Yay! Yeah, they need to bash some heads, mate.
I got my brother.
Get them in line. Cool.
Big on.
Yeah, they haven't really lost that many
What
troops, have
dominant
they?
do you want? Who's the boss? Who needs killing? What? Me brother's ready.
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
Wow, he retreated a long way then, didn't he?
What you want?
I think we're going to have to try and take him,
No, I will
because
not shame my clan.
we're not going to have... he's just going to come back again otherwise,
I
so...
will not disgrace my
And he's
ancestors.
pretty weak now.
I'm a schemer. Boss of them night goblins. You need help?
Move him to there.
I hear ya.
Move Skarsnik in.
I think so.
It's going to have to be done. I mean, a lot of his dwarf warriors are quite low. His miners are low. His Grudgebringer's absolutely got decimated in the last game, so it's gone. We're rolling in with slightly better infantry than the last guy had, with Skarsnik being upgraded. And we've got a big boss to try and do some damage to him as well. I reckon we take him. To be fair, I thought we might have won the last one, so my opinion's probably not the best. And Crooked Moon through and through cut me in half. Bleed black. Bleed goblin. Can't lose this, otherwise it's good night Vienna. I think with the spider and stuff, if we try and get rid of those archers with the squig riders and stuff, where are reinforcements coming from the left? try and throw some of these guys in there, but mix up the order they're in. We want like sword.
Night goblins. Stickers ready.
Cool. Right, wrong? Fuck it. Try and get these guys to frontline it, and then again, just take these guys like from an angle a little bit, hopefully.
Night is here.
I say that, I'm used to doing this when I've got trolls and stuff, to kind of something that'll actually hold the line and squig herds when they rampage. So doing that with these guys maybe isn't the best option, and I'm missing like a ton of archers that I had last time as well. Well, we got a giant spider, so that's got to count for something, right? Those guys are getting straight in the back. Right, no rush to get out to them. Let's get this war boss in the middle. Let's get all of his men in another group. He's got quite a few, and they can be like our backup lines maybe for when we assault. I'm surprised these guys might come to us. They're on the move. I think they're looking for the best position. They are pretty decimated, so yeah, I don't know why I'm worried really. I'll speed this up just to get these guys in line. Start to move up with these guys. I wonder where they're going position wise. Right, let's go on board. Let's get everyone on the move.
Where's the cave? Running! Let's scrap!
Yeah, weird. Why didn't they end up in a group? That's okay, it's not the end.
Quick hoppers! Running! Yeah! Moving fast!
Try and keep them out of archer fire for now.
I'm the boss!
Move these guys up.
Please stop me!
Are they? Set quarrelers sat in a very strange position. I've only got one set of cavalry, otherwise I'd go and smash them to pieces. Well, we need to move up and get them, so I'll send one set of them to take them. Move up. Alright, spider, full attack. I'll wait with Scarsnick's ability just so we're in a bit of a better position. Pull this guy over there a bit. Cool. Up here, boys. Way back. He's very spread out, isn't he? You guys fall in there, you in there. You guys support this front here. Pop the Scarsnick ability. Get in there. Get in there. Where's their lord? That's an instant rout for them there, to be honest. So stuff like I firing, there's more of our troops than there is theirs. So I think we've done those quarrelers. Squigs should be. Oh, these guys are holding their own, aren't they? Jeez. Quarrelers are just very, very tough. Oh, let's absolutely finish them up. Ah, I left them all the way back there. That's silly. Cool. Here he is. Head into that guy. Let's pull all those guys over. Squig hoppers. Send you over here, otherwise we're going to lose. Let's get that lord. These miners in the back, see them gone. In the back of them.
Drink the brew! Squig hoppers! I'm on it!
Let's get the squigs lined up for this one. Throw these guys into the side there just for support for now. Those goblins, I swear, they got 4 kills, but I swear they do more damage to their own guys most of the time. Another reason I just don't like carrying archers.
Moving fast!
Get rid of them.
Stabbers
Bring
ready!
these guys across.
Running! We is combos! Running!
Probably need to go that way, I don't imagine.
Stickers ready! Fine! Night goblins!
Didn't quite work.
Goblin warboss!
Why is he not dead? Squigs, you done your work?
Moving fast!
No. Stay in there.
Let's scrap! Goblins! Moving
Can't believe I forgot all these guys.
Fight the
Idiot.
north! Running!
Squigs done their work.
Squig hoppers!
Squigs done their work.
Moving fast!
Get rid of them.
We is better than them! You first! We is better than them! Stick up! Stick up!
Wait, swap that around. You guys head over there. Good thing the dwarves will never, when the night goblins retreat, the dwarves cannot catch them. So
I'm ready! I'm the boss! Get
kill that guy because we want to get as many of these dead as possible, so they can't come back.
Moving fast!
Cause us
Let's run!
another issue because they'll retreat from this fight, and I'm not sure how far they'll whether they'll run out of range or not. Stop firing.
Gonna kill him! Running!
Ascent there. We've done well. I say done a good job. It was pretty.
Moving fast!
We lost quite a lot of goblins initially, but that is literally the life of a goblin. Just we got him. Christ for that. Probably cost us about 4,000 goblins, but there's always another goblin just growing the ground.
Hey, fight! I shall!
Dead.
I'm on it, geeks! Moving fast!
They're gone. They're gone. How many regroups is he gonna have from this, realistically? I don't know. Actually, it's his second retreat, so
Moving fast! Let's fight!
yeah, we've killed quite a lot of them. I always mop later on in the game. You'll see I mop up the scraps. If I've got wolves and stuff, I always mop up the scraps because it saves you so much hassle later on. Stunty, short. Have it. Dowie for dinner. Christ, I don't even know how long I've been recording for. We'll do another. Yeah, he's going to get a couple of regroupers out of that, isn't he? Which isn't ideal. Maybe chase him down again if we can with Skarsnik. I'm not sure whether we'll manage to do that or not, or whether we'll run out of movement. Let's see. He shouldn't have many at all. Maybe two sets of dwarf warriors. Maybe that set of quarrelers. Yeah, so you can eat. Obviously, it's the first actual fight we've done that hasn't been in some sort of settlement. So you can eat the followers. It slows down the speed of your army by 10%. You get obedience in your provinces. You get casualty replenisation, and you get 5% physical resistance as well, which is good. Something about full bellies, but 3% regenerate, 3% replenishment is pretty decent. So you could take the money, but the fightiness is you definitely want to have a wag as soon as possible.
Legging it! Great and powerful war!
Yeah, we're just not going to reach him. So if I put this guy in, get him back in there,
I'm well nasty!
we're going to quell animosity, bash some heads.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks!
We're going to take looking, what actually doesn't have that? Just the normal goblins. Spider has it, Sly has it, everybody has it. It's a bit of a strange talent that, because we all kind of have it, so everyone has it already. Oh. Yeah, looting settlements, sacking settlements, raiding, looting settlements. Probably take this, it's always handy, which actually opens up the next one. We put 2 points in that, so now our little goblins, little shock troops, 45 melee attack is pretty good. That army of Karak Eight has been absolutely smashed to bits. Now that we've defended that once, I don't see why not. I'm going to upgrade it, and I'm going to make walls so it won't be so hard to defend next time. I don't know whether you noticed, I got 2,400 from that. From that battle. These guys get really cool. Like followers, so income, post-battle income. I imagine Slider Miser's got 1 or 2 of his own as well. So post-loot for income, 7%. And you just imagine when you've got almost a full kind of group of followers who all give you kind of settlement, bonuses for sacking settlements, bonuses for post-battle. Each fight you do really gives you a lot of loot or gold or whatever. Kind of hopefully get some walls around Karak Eight, and we will just keep hold of it. Why not? Go down, try and defend Montfort. Maybe meet that Bastogne army, depending on what the composition is. Or maybe still look at Paravon again. Might still be the safest option. Those dwarves are going to be a while before they come back again, to be honest. I did just hear a subterranean movement, but it wasn't them because they haven't been yet. So maybe they've got a second army. I bloody hope not. Another thing I should have done last turn that I'll do this turn, I'll get rid of the brawling post and take. Yeah, he is going to run for the hills, and I'm not going to be able to catch him. So I'm just going to have to let him go, to be honest. So that's fine. By the time he gets home and gets the rest of his army back and everything, we'll have wolves and everything. It'll be a much more difficult fight for him. Bastogne. Are they going to make a run for Montfort? That's fine. Do not worry. It wasn't worth anything to us, really. At this time, the Paravons are wide open again, which is eyes on the real prize.
I'm a schemer.
Giant spider, wolf. Let's take the. I should have taken Scavenge. That's my dip. Be alright, we'll get it next turn. So I'm going to drop that because I can recruit night goblins with swords from this outpost. And what I really want is wolves and stuff to finish off this army, because it'd be perfect with maybe 2 sets of wolves, 2 sets of wolf archers. I'd be pretty happy with that. So I'm going to take some of this guy's, some of his troops, and make my way down back. I wonder what the rest of that. It's only 16 of them, so I'm tempted to jump in and try and take that from them. So I might cancel that, move him out, stick Skarsnik in there for now, start recruiting again, end the turn there just to try and get a bit more regeneration for a bit more replenishment for Skarsnik before I can move him off again. I think we should, yeah. Now that we've got walls around, we will have in the next couple of turns, walls around Karak, we should just start raiding. Raiding Bretonia, raiding Paravon. Because our money situation is slowly dwindling. But, like I said, if you get in kind of 2,400 from a fight with the goblins, it's, yeah, you can be quite low on money, but kind of 2 fights and a settlement sack, and you're kind of back up to 11, 12, 1,500 gold. You just need to get used to, you do need to get used to living without much gold at all as the Crooked Moon, and kind of just raiding and seeing, always being kind of negative. It took me a lot, some of the campaigns I've played as these guys before, it takes me quite a long time to, for settlements to actually be producing enough gold to cover kind of the armies you've got, and that's why it's key to kind of keeping them low money and kind of taking the right war bosses and stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely going to give that Bastone army a slap, I think.
Who needs stabbing?
Should have recruited. Oh, that's a dip. I should have recruited the swordsman, not the spearsman, because obviously I removed that for this, for the wolf den.
Gobbler's hungry.
Idiot. Idiot.
Great and powerful war.
Just get another 2 of those. I don't want any archers. And then, so Paravon, has the garrison changed at all? No, it's still the same. Still the same. So I think maybe we should jump down, slap that Bastone army, because yeah, they're not going to. Who was that? Cavalry Bane. Wow, that's cool. It's cool little mechanics like things like that make this game for me, like just little additional things. Just does complain a new game. I'm gonna end that turn again because yeah, I'm almost ready to jump ship and jump down subterranean. I don't like him wandering around there. It looks like he's just taking a lot of crappy spears, but in SFO they're not so crappy. They're the pikemen are actually decent, and they're quite hard to kill. Ah, he's gone in there and spanked him. Well, we're not spanking anyone from Bastone, to be honest. The Heinrich Gamler's done it for us. Yeah, gone. Good night, Vienna. One thing about this, although the greenskins don't struggle a hell of a lot with negating vampiric corruption. A lot of their other buildings actually do that anyway. The kind of Skarsnik's hut and stuff like that, I'll show you that a lot of them have untamed, so it's quite easy to maintain kind of greenskin mess as opposed to vampiric corruption. I think I'll take Skarsnik down and start the sieging on Paravon. Probably go for the a tower and a battering ram to take that place rather than the try hard of sieging the walls for 2 days, because it's quite a difficult siege with goblins. With their morale and stuff, they can get up on the walls and then find themselves very quickly not wanting to be on the walls anymore, and wanting to get out. So then fleeing, and it causes all sorts of hassles. Sticking in there, because that obedience isn't ideal either. But like next turn, we'll have another one of these. Better garrison again with trolls that are big boss, more spider riders, fanatics, and then we'll upgrade to this, which is quite cheap considering, adds walls, and then just changes the garrison again into something quite tasty. Quick end turn there. What are we on? Only turn 12. It feels like I've been playing for a lot longer, to be honest. I think we'll sack Paravon and then we'll call it a day for episode 1. That's why I love Steel Faith. If we'd have done 12 turns on on vanilla, I'd probably have Paravon, I'd have other things, you know, I'd have two armies rolling around. I could have been causing hassle with the Empire, but on SFO, you've just got to be so much more careful. You're playing on very hard campaign, battle difficulty. Things will just catch you out and they will ruin you. So I don't think I've ever had Karak Norn come around on vanilla and kick off so quickly normally. So yeah, just makes it, you got to have your wits about you a bit more. It's like playing very hard on Shogun. Just 1 minute you're on top of the world and the next minute you're just burned. I wonder how long it'll take Karak Norn to build up another force to come and slap us. I wouldn't mind seeing somebody, maybe Bretonia. Now, that is not what I wanted. Not at all. How many units was that?
You dishonor me.
Maces, more cavalry. Once you get, if you take them in the base, the cavalry are nothing really. They're not going to cause you too much trouble. I'm going to still start sieging, and if they, I think they might try and sally out, which would be horrible. But if they, I'm going to run out of money shortly, so.
I like a good plan. Stab 'em up. Killing time.
Let's. Oh no, it's going to take 2 turns to get the get some siege towers as well. That's okay. By the time yeah, so they've only got the cavalry in the base itself are just that's just negated because they won't be able to get in the flanks. It'll be straight up fighting face to face, and that's super outnumbered. It's a lot of archers, poor accuracy, I know, but yeah, they'll still catch us pretty hardly. I still think we can take it though, so
What you want?
I'm not going to build anything else here because I haven't got the money, to be honest. Try and jump into
Who's the boss?
so with the reinforcements, it doesn't look so scary. That's a lot of goblins to get on the walls and get down and in. Like I said, they're my guys are 45 melee attack now, 28 weapon strength. They got more weapon strength, but their melee attack's much lower. We've got a lot of melee defense, but then we outnumber them. So, and if they were to sally out to me now, I think I'd take that fight, to be honest. Because that's cavalry, a lot of infantry. Yeah, I don't think they do it. Continue the siege. I'm intrigued to see whether they will come out to fight us or not. So, we'll end the turn there. I wonder. I think I'd rather fight them outside than in the walls, but I'm actually not sure because then I'd have to deal with the cavalry and quite a lot of archers, and I only have the squig riders. Tough. Yeah, I'm hoping somebody will come down and wipe out the Barrow Legion because I don't really want to fight with them. Lots of ethereals probably, like Khan raids and the hex wraiths, and they literally chew up little goblins for breakfast. So let's not try and stay friendly with them. I think and get into Paravon now in the turns. Turn time is very slow. I'm wondering whether I've got faster end turned on or whether I've got the mod turned off. Ooh. They did. They got a lot of archers. There is a little bit of a worry, but not the end of the world. Mounted yeomen aren't the best, but I haven't really got any cavalry to deal with them. A lot of spears. Well, we're going to have to fight, aren't we? Because if we don't, we're going to run out of money. So, have it be. See what the map looks like. I maybe should have had a look at it first, but I'm hoping for just some trees, kind of negate their cavalry and their archers. Let them come to us a bit, fight them in the woods. Yeah, it looks like we might be able to do something like that. See what we can do. I'm not really worried about their infantry. Our infantry, especially the Skarsnik stuff, will outdo that pretty well. It's just shutting down those archers without any archers. And while we're chasing them all around everywhere, we'll be all out of line and everything, but yeah. Let's... Front line of Night Goblins with swords. Back line of spears, 2 on either one. It's just spread out, so if the cavalry decide to try and punch straight into the front, we can kind of support, or if they try and flank, we can support as well. I know they're not, these guys are anti-large, I don't think these guys are, but they're still spear infantry, so I'm thinking they still have a bonus against cavalry, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, I could be very wrong. I want to try and not punch her hugely because I don't want to be dealing with all their archer fire on, like, concentrated on goblins, and I've only got, like I said, one group of squigs. That's weird. I want it. Maybe it can't go there. Yeah. I've only got one set of spears, one set of squig riders, and they'll be hard pressed to take out 5 groups of archers, to be honest. But I'm sure they'll have a go. Yeah, looking at where we're going to be fighting, this is pretty much going to negate the cavalry quite a lot. So, okay, let's get him up while we can. Squig riders, mounted yeoman, maybe pull a set of those into there and get these guys up as kind of group 6 in the rear. Do not forget to use them this time. Yeah, it might be a little bit of a lag this game because let them come to us. Where are all these archers then? Oh, they've come in without their first group of That's not good for them at all. They've come in without any of their archers, so the garrison army is at the back. Oh, that's the wrong button. Get them in. Get in there, boys. Get them in. The archers. Get you guys. Oh, they're mounted yeomen. We're not going to be able to catch them. Not going to be able to catch the archers. Why didn't those guys go in? So our little goblins coming up as well. That's cool. Yeah, might need to tone down my settings a little bit, I think, for some of these fights, because there's quite a lot of models flocking around the field, and this is with kind of lowered settings anyway. Let's get all our guys on this lord there. Pull the spider across as well, and let's just get him off the field. Let's send those guys spearmen at arms. So send them packing. Cool. Our second lines are coming up, and to be fair, we're actually holding ourselves pretty well. Like, we've lost a fair few troops, but Knights Errant coming in. I get a charge, it's pretty poor charge, but they'll then just get enveloped by goblins. Yeah, crumbling. See if we can catch those knights errant out there. Keep it in those guys. Keep on their lord. These guys are in position, so let's get them up. Oop, wrong way. Get them up that way. Squigs and spears, eating them up. That's good. Why are my guys not? It's because they. Oh, it's because that is. They didn't want to get too close to the fighting. They're just going to try and cycle charge, I'd imagine. The Lord is all but ruined, so we're just gonna have to just keep pushing forward to try and catch these archers out. That's a lot of archer fire. Look. Keep these guys on it. Come on. Keep pushing forward. Catch out these archers. They're gone. Pulling us out of line a bit with cavalry, but yeah, just need to keep pushing to get to those archers. Keep sending the squigs around to finish off things that are still going. These guys have probably cooked their goose up here, I'd imagine. We've met with their next set of infantry. Their boss is gone, or Lord is gone. Up into those spears. Yeah, these guys too here that have pushed too far up, I'm not sure. They're going to hold up their cavalry though, so that's a good thing. One of these is a fanatic. Oof. My PC is not liking that at all. The only problem with doing the crooked moon is that the textures, and there's so many of them running around that it can be difficult to in some of the games, even with a lot of my settings turned down. It's still quite hard. Try and get a spider up into these guys, at least to get them to run a bit. So they are peppering us with arrows. Let's see these squigs. I'm intrigued to see how they'll fare against those knights errant. I think they'll take them, although they took a fair bit of damage in the charge. Oh, so many dwarves! So many goblins. Yeah, they're slowly starting to break. We just got too many. Look, we just have too many. Try and pick the ones that aren't fighting. Just keep them pushing. Okay, Squigs didn't do so well in that fight. But remember that I'm not playing vanilla multiplayer, so Knights Errant are probably betterly statted than they are in. Oh, I see a. We want to try and kill as many of these as possible because it's less that we're going to have to siege on the walls. We want to try and wrap these guys. Those mounted yeomen are a real pain. You wait till I get wolves, they'll be chasing you down for days. Yeah, well, we've done them. They've taken some quite big casualties as well. One thing I will say though, is so have we, but that's okay because this was their garrison as well. So that noise is really annoying. They need to get rid of that. Oh, the effect is Chase that guy down. Where's Sly? Get into him. Who's actually left fighting? I don't. A couple of people in a bit of a regroup here. Oh, these guys are getting so far ahead. So many goblins. That's the end of those knights, Aaron. They are out the door. This goblins just flocking everywhere. My PC can literally not handle. And I got a good spec PC. I got a quad i7 GT 1070 3 gigabyte RAM. That's probably where the or 6 gigabyte RAM. That's probably where the issue is my is the graphics, the RAM on my graphics card, I'd say. But yeah, decent amount of actual RAM as well. Acer Predator 1070. So it's a decent laptop, but you put what is probably 4,000 goblins on the screen, and yeah, it starts to struggle a little bit. Make sure we kill that guy because I don't want a paladin when we're there next. He's dead. And then just keep chasing these guys. This is where it's nice, I keep saying, and I will have them later on in the game. Wolf Riders to mop up all this stuff. Because these are all just guys that I'm literally going to have to fight again in a minute. Although I will get a... I will get a... I will get to consume at the end of this, so I should get some of that. I should get that back because we've got quite a lot of... yeah, so we fielded kind of 4,500 goblins, and they had 3,500 Bretonians as well, so... just look at some of these night goblins. 300 kills there. That's crazy on them. I know they're fanatics, but with the fanatics, but that's a crazy amount of kills. Just for night goblins. Squigs 263. Even these goblins getting some good kills with the Skarsnik buff from the melee. They honestly turn into little demons. And that's doing this. That's just bog standard goblins. And doing stunts forward in lines. Pretty good against Bretonia though. The kind of the infantry are evenly matched. They've got low armor as well, so they do kill them pretty well. Mounted Yeoman getting hardly any kills though, just his mace. Infantry getting a 40. That's what you'd expect to get against goblins. Probably a lot more than that. Replenish isn't as much as I'd have wanted, but we did get 3k out of that, 3.7 thousand out of that fight, that's good. That's what you want. That's really handy. The Helm of Discord, 2 armor, and it's like a huge melee defense, melee and attack debuff at the same time. We all leveled up as well, which is good. And then this round we should be able to go in and take that. What I am going to do is upgrade that now that I have the money. So what's left? Battered infantry. Yeah, again, you can't tell what how many or what is left of them, but we know there's not a lot. So we'll go around, we'll do everyone's buffs. Skarsnik and Sly as well. Get the last of that one, and then take that one. And then yeah, the army buffs are pretty much done then, and we can start to kind of do some of Skarsnik's other buffs. So yeah, we've still got a pretty decent force to take this with. I think we've got a battering ram. We have. If we sat it out another turn, we could literally get a siege tower. But in all honesty, a lot of his archers survived, which is a slight issue. But yeah, we got more goblins than they have arrows. Let's do the siege 3, and then I think after this one I'll call it part 1. And yeah. I'm going to be starting a couple at the same time. Probably going to do the Chaos one next as well. Maybe a Vampire Counts one, but I find the first 30 turns of Vampire Counts, they're pretty much, well, 20 turns maybe, they're pretty much unbearable. They're just the undead versus undead, but at the beginning, and then you just throw in zombies that have got to walk half the map against people, and it's a bit of a drain. I don't know, so I'll see whether I can start that one. But I'm keen to definitely keen to get a chaos one going, a high elf one as well, probably Tyrion as well. So I'll probably be doing 3 or 4 at the same time. So yeah, check those out as well. Let's get the where are our reinforcements? They're coming from this side as well. So by the time half these guys are up their ladders, we should have
Goblins!
reinforcements to follow them straight up the ladders, or come through the gate after them. Yeah, I'll leave those guys on the ram. These can be our gate stormers with Scarsniff and Sly. Spider straight in the front, he'll get there first and do quite a lot of damage. These guys do. Put these as 1. Moving forward, every step counts. Scrigs are going to hide back here in the woods because they just get picked out otherwise. In wait for the gate to go kabum, kapow. These guys actually just put on either side of the barrier. These guys in front, and then all I ever do to start the fight, start a siege, rather than trying to do things like individually 1, 2, 3. You do this, you do this, you do this. Just get everyone moving, and then select the things you want to do. I say that like I'm probably the only person who does it. I imagine everybody does something like that. Although I've seen a couple of people on videos not do that, and yeah, so much easier. And then you're done. Literally just archers there. Although the archers, if I put them there, they are not going to last very long at all. I'd send that war boss that way, but I might send his infantry here. Although by the time they get there, the war's going to be pretty much over. To remember to move for this battering ram when it gets close, because if the spider's in there, it'll just stop back here somewhere as soon as it can't get there. Yeah, there, see? And just keep it moving up with a click rather than telling it to do the gate. Probably should have done that earlier on because I think it makes them stalk. So would have been handy for them not to get shot to bits on the way up. But yeah, I'm sure they'll forgive me. Just damage that spider do. 21%. That's not bad. That's not a bad amount of damage at all. Archers are absolutely useless. First goblin to set foot on the walls. Oh! And it begins. Oh, that buff makes such an annoying loopy noise. So you need to take all these guys out now, otherwise I'll move these guys over because the battering rams are stupid. They just love to get stuck everywhere. There. Wow, they don't want to be involved in that, do they? That's pretty much the entire... Everyone on the walls just literally run. But the problem is now they'll all regroup, and like all the archers here are a nightmare. So you need to get into the gate pretty quickly to support everything. Otherwise, they generally get a pace in as they start coming off the walls. What are you doing? Honestly, what are you doing? Please hurry up. Even though they're firing, I'm tempted to just, yeah, we'll be alright, I think. Just start piling off the walls with the support from the other side as well. I think we'll be alright. Big knocker. Da-dong! Yeah, maybe wait. They've stopped firing arrows at us. Maybe they're regrouping, I'm not sure. So we want these guys, or our gate sieges, whatever you want to call it. They're through. Try and get the squigs up when we can. Goblins causing havoc. Starting to come up the walls here as well, and starting to climb down. Look. Let's get these squigs through, because I reckon I don't reckon these guys in the front of the gate here will put up much of a fight, to be honest. And get these guys through as well. And then a lot of these are just starting to get on the walls. And get them down as well. Start causing havoc. Just need to clear out those guys, don't I? Some archers here, but this is where your squig riders come in and just flatten these guys. So probably didn't need that there. Everything's on. Everything's in flight, but there's not really much else left to fight, is there? Everyone, they're too. Oh, that noise is horrible. They like that needs to not. Yeah. Just looking around, there's just a quick span over the battlefield. Just goblins everywhere. Oh. Yeah, that is a horrible noise, and it needs to. It's making me not want to use the buff. Oh, Sly's caught in a. Yeah, I'm literally not going to cast that anymore because it's literally horrible. A horrible noise. Get Sly back in there. He's getting a bit of a hide in there. Get these guys down. Come on, boys. I think they need kind of so many goblins up on the walls before they'll actually get down. Get these archers up on the on there. Pretty much got their archers. Kill those ones. Everything is just chaos for them, really. It's just goblin everywhere. There's goblins everywhere. Into these knights, finish them off. I know all of you guys. More goblins than I know what to do with. Jesus. No, these guys are off, but I'd definitely be running in that direction as well. I'd be running in any direction. Let's take the middle, shall we? More regroupers. Squig's getting picked out. Just push for the middle. Oh. Cheeky married yeoman. Yep, that's. She's not gonna last very long. Wow, it's just too much to control at once. It's literally death by horde, as I suppose you would expect to die by goblins. And that is the end. Just pan out a little bit, right, and just have like a appreciate the frames not the best. I think, but before each siege battle, I might lower the texture quality, like goblins. This is what Paravon and the goblin rule looks like. I told those archers to get up there a hell of a long time ago, and they're just about doing it. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right, GG. Yeah, So we got there in the end. We've talked about it for an hour, and I think 20 turns later, we're now sat gracefully, not so gracefully, in Paravon. I feel like Skarsnik's the only green skin that would appreciate maybe being sat in there, having a big palace with a big castle with walls, somewhere to spread dung and stuff. It's a quick, probably call it part one after this, or turn, or episode one, and then save it on until the next one, I think. Do everyone's buffs and have a quick look, and have a look at what our plans are next. Still at war with the elves, so still mindful that could be not fun. I don't know if you've ever seen goblins versus elves in early game. They it's not friendly, not fun, not at all. Oof, we could loot and occupy. I think I figured out that if you loot and occupy, I don't think it matters, because I think everything changes everywhere anyway to kind of, you don't keep the tiers, if I remember. Cool. 1,000. We can get rid of that. Keep the wolf den. Cool. So now we have a castle. That's what you want. So here we're going to struggle with obedience. So we need one surplus. I don't know why we're not getting any surplus here. We need one of those for the untaint luck, for the obedience and the untaint, which is region wide as well. Anything else give untaint? I'm sure there's another building. But that gives obedience. Anyway, we'll wait for, not quite sure what that's 0. I think it's because we're, struggling with scattered tribes. Let's do the, everyone's points. We took the scavenger, that's cool. Maybe do the weapon strength to him, try and make him a bit of a fighter. Have we got all of the buffs now? We have. Nastiest Squigs is still something we should probably take. We'll take Raider because we are going to start to have to raid. If you can hear that, apologies. I live in Vietnam and they just won the Asian, like it's some sort of Asian league. I'm not really down with football, but yeah, and they won yesterday, and there's still all the trumpets and stuff are still floating around, and now we've been relegated to the kids, so all the kids are running around with trumpets. But yeah, it's pretty cool anyway. But apart from the noise, so yeah, we've got Paravon. I don't really like. These guys are right there. Now that's only 16. I might risk it and just go down and take this, or I might go across and start a fight with Castle Bastogne, maybe, with Bretonia now. Because, oh my god, yeah, that's not what I want to be fighting, really. That's going to be a big pain in my ass. Yeah. Well, I'll end the tin. Actually, I'll save it and I'll end the tin next time. So, guys, that was my first episode of the Skarsnik Crooked Moon playthrough with Steel Faith Overhaul. If you like the video, guys, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'm starting a lot of campaigns in the next day or so. Chaos, High Elves, probably a Beastman as well. Anyone's got any suggestions, anything you think I could have done better? Anyone wants to name any units or anything like that, then yeah, please do leave a comment or whatever, and we can get that sorted. But guys, until the next one, I'll catch you again. That's Faith, and yeah, be safe. Cheers.